I'm here to show you some surprising new ways to use your Thanksgiving leftovers. Welcome to Meals with Maria. Today I have leftovers recipes for you. These are all new things that I've never tried before. I'm hoping that I can bring some new ideas to your same old leftovers so you can kind of use that turkey and use the things that you made for Thanksgiving all throughout the week and leave nothing to waste. This video is all about trying new things. So we tried a leftovers quesadilla, kind of outside the norm of the traditional sandwich because everything tastes better in the quesadilla, according to my husband. He might be right. And in true leftovers fashion, I've just got like my pajamas on here and I've got my boot on my foot because I'm still recovering from that serious ankle sprain. But you know, it's just real life. This is what we're doing. So I put some butter in the bottom of a pan over medium-low heat. I placed down my quesadilla, and then this is actually a mixture of sweet potatoes and mashed potatoes, so you can use whatever you like to put in it, and you can put both or you can just put one. I do like that mixture because it gives it a little bit something sweet with it. And then I used Monterey Jack cheese, but you could also use shredded cheddar. Then I placed on my turkey, just kind of like little crumbles of turkey. You don't want to put like huge pieces of turkey in a quesadilla like this because it would just be kind of hard to eat, so it's nicer if it's more like ground up. And then you just want to cook this for a few minutes until the bottom of the quesadilla is golden brown and your cheese is melted and everything is warmed through. And then I placed some cranberry sauce right over the top of it. And that's kind of the perfect last minute addition because I really don't want that to be warm. I still kind of like a cold cranberry sauce, but that's up to you how you want to do it. And then you can just fold it in half and cut it in half. And if you want to, we didn't do this, but I think that I would in the future. You can actually warm up some gravy on the side and dip it in gravy. And I think that would really put it way over the top. But it was delicious as is. A quesadilla is just something different, something new to try, especially maybe if you want to not have like that big piece and hunk of bread after eating such a big meal. The quesadilla is going to be probably a little bit lower carb. So just a different option for you. And we think that it is just wonderful. Next up is an ooey gooey crispy turkey apple grilled cheese, and this is something special. I have never made something like this before, and I was so pleased to be able to use my leftovers for it. To go in this sandwich, we are going to cook up some caramelized onions. So I'm just starting with one yellow onion and just going to slice that thinly. And we're going to do something really special with these onions, so you want to keep watching because it's not just a caramelized onion and you're going to be surprised. And if you're excited for that surprise, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Heat a couple tablespoons of olive oil over medium-low heat. When you're making caramelized onions, you do not want to cook them at a high temperature. Add your onions in, and you're going to cook these for 10 to 20 minutes. So you definitely want to get them started kind of ahead of time, which is fine. You just have to know and think about it. Like I'm saying, it's worth it. Once you cook them for a while, you can see how they get nice and caramelized and a little bit brown. This is my leftover turkey. This is going to be a great recipe for really this is the last of it. Soup is also good for that, but I just took the last of what I could get off of those meat bones there, and I'm going to put that in my grilled cheese. Now I'm also slicing up one apple. You want to cut this into really thin slices because it's going to go in your sandwich, so you don't want like a big hunk of apple in the sandwich. You want to think about that ahead of time. What do you really want your sandwich to have for apple slices? Now here's the fun surprise. You're going to take your caramelized onions while they're still warm on the warm skillet and mix in cranberry sauce. Now I had jellied cranberry sauce, but if you have homemade, that's going to be totally fine too. But we're going to make like a kind of a mixture of caramelized onions and kind of a jam, like a cranberry type jam type thing. And it tastes just wonderful. Those two flavors are heaven together, and it's so good on a sandwich like this. At this point, we're ready to assemble the sandwich. So I have another skillet over medium heat, and then I have some sourdough bread because that's my favorite to make a grilled cheese like this with, but you could also use any of your favorite type of bread. You want to put the butter side down on the skillet, and then we're going to top it with cheddar cheese. You can use kind of as much or as little as you want here. I find if you put the cheese on both sides of the sandwich, it ends up making the insides kind of stay in and stick in a lot better. In my world, at least, there's no such thing as too much cheddar cheese. And then you just want to top it with your leftover turkey. And you can just lay your apple slices on top as well in a thin layer. I think that pear would also pair really well with this, and it would be delicious. And then top that with your jammy onions. My mouth is just watering thinking about this. And this is going to make quite a large sandwich. So in the end, my husband and I actually split it because we had some sides with it as well. But, you know, you do you. You make your sandwich as big or as little as you'd like. And it just ends up working out so well. That second sandwich there is my kids' sandwich. Just a little bit different, a few less ingredients. They did not want to try the onions, unfortunately. And you do want to cook this for, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 minutes on each side. You just want to watch it. With a grilled cheese, it's like, I swear, if I gave you a number of exactly how many minutes each time, it would not be the same. So it's going to depend on how warm your pan is. There's a lot of circumstances involved. So the key with the grilled cheese is just watching it and waiting for it to be nice and golden and crispy, just to your liking. Then you can slice this in half, serve it with whatever you want to eat with it, and it is absolutely delicious, and you feel like it's like a gourmet sandwich shop sandwich just made out of your Thanksgiving leftovers. Now, I feel like sliders are all the rage right now, so we had to do leftover sliders, and they were heavenly. Now, the key to these is always the topping that you put over those delicious Hawaiian rolls. So you want to microwave a combination of 3 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, and 1 teaspoon of everything bagel seasoning. And you want to microwave that for about a minute, just till your butter is melted and kind of everything is mixed together. Then you want 1 12-ounce package of Hawaiian rolls, and you want to slice those in half. Place them in a 13 by 9 pan. Top them with leftover turkey, cranberry sauce, and cheddar cheese. You could probably use Monterey Jack here as well. Brush your microwaved butter mixture right over the top of those rolls. This is what makes it taste so amazing. Then go ahead and sprinkle some more everything bagel seasoning on there, because you really can't go wrong. You're going to cover this with foil and bake at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. Then take that cover off and bake for an additional 5 minutes. And look how good these look. I am just so excited that these little sliders became so popular. I feel like mine did get a little bit brown on the top because I did get distracted and leave them in for a little bit longer than I maybe should have. But the crispy, crunchy top was actually quite good. So your choice on how you want to cook them. And I just sliced them up. I put them on a tray and we just dug in and devoured them faster than I would like to admit. But this was a really great thing to do with leftovers, and I can't wait to do it again. I want to thank you so much for watching today. If you're looking for more leftovers inspiration, I do have a video from a few years ago that is still very fun. It's $5 leftovers. It's going to be right here to click on. And if you're not feeling more leftovers, go ahead and click on the other video. That's going to be some holiday inspiration, and I'll see you all very soon. Like you.